Ever wondered how a down-to-earth Yale kid with a C-grade term paper transformed into the man who would literally give the world wings? Meet Frederick W. Smith, Marine, innovator, entrepreneur, philanthropist, whose passing at age 80 has stunned not just Memphis, but the globe. He who once scribbled the blueprint for overnight delivery in a college economics class, and whose paper received a C, didn't let rejection dim his vision. Instead, that idea took flight in 1971 when he founded Federal Express in Little Rock and launched operations 2 years later from Memphis, chosen for its central location and reliable weather counter. Picture this. On launch night in April 1973, just 186 packages flew under 14 small jets. Fast forward half a century, FedEx now operates a fleet of over 700 aircraft, delivers 16 to 17 million shipments daily, with revenues near $90 billion, and employs more than 500,000 people. But it wasn't all smooth sailing, or flying. Smith nearly bankrupted himself funding FedEx during those turbulent early years. With just $5,000 left to keep the company alive, he famously walked into a Las Vegas blackjack table, turned 5 into 27, and covered a critical fuel bill, buying the company one more week of runway. That gamble encapsulates his relentless, no-mediocrity ethos. If you brook mediocrity, eventually you'll become mediocre, he later told the Wall Street Journal. His leadership roots were planted even earlier. Smith served 2 tours in Vietnam as a Marine captain, earned a Silver Star, Bronze Star, and 2 Purple Hearts, and credits the Corps with shaping his business ethos. One of his most moving leadership lessons? Returning to find his troops had dug his foxhole, not because they had to, but because they wanted to, a testament to loyal service and mutual respect. Speed, innovation, and integrity defined FedEx under his stewardship. He pioneered the hub-and-spoke model, launched package tracking in 1994, and maintained a hands-on presence, checking weather, listening to frontline employees, personally solving customers' problems. Even a cameo in Castaway bore witness to his influence on both culture and pop culture. When he reluctantly ended FedEx's contract to deliver Amazon packages in 2019, it wasn't just a business move, it was a statement of values. Smith's imprint extends far beyond logistics. His leadership sent vaccine shipments across the world during COVID-19 from Memphis International Airport. His philanthropic impact includes naming rights to the FedEx Forum, a $50 million gift to the University of Memphis, and a $25 million NIL fund for student athletes. Local leaders rightly called him the most important Memphian of all time. Former Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland said every positive thing that happened in the last 40-50 years in the city had FedEx, or his family, behind it. U.S. Representative Steve Cohen summed it up. Nobody more important to Memphis in our history. Reach extended into global trade. Washington circles, he was friends with George W. Bush and John Kerry, and even the NFL, where he once held a minority stake in the Washington Commanders. Journalists and employees alike recall his mentorship and presence. Church Health Center founder Scott Morris said Smith spent an hour with him in 1990, not a passing moment but a deliberate conversation, showing empathy few CEOs display. Made during national tragedies, he reached out with no platitudes, just personal presence, as local philanthropist Gail Rose remembers after he lost his daughter and she lost her son. He stepped down as CEO in June 2022, on FedEx's 50th anniversary, handing the reins to longtime Lieutenant Raj Subramaniam. Yet, even then, he remained executive chairman, a guiding presence for a company that reshaped global business, e-commerce, and modern expectations of speed. Today, when FedEx announced his death on June 22, 2025, the logistics world paused. Reuters summed it up. Smith's passing marks the end of an era for FedEx and the broader logistics community. But this isn't just a business obituary. It's the story of a man who dared to dream an overnight delivery network into existence, who risked it all in Las Vegas to keep that dream alive, who carried the lessons of war into boardrooms, and who dedicated his fortune and influence to uplifting a city and beyond. If you scroll past this video, you'll miss the story of how a single man's vision, grit, and leadership reshaped Memphis, revolutionized commerce, delivered vaccines, and redefined what it means to leave a legacy. He didn't just build a company, he built a community, an identity, and a future.